So the bank chopped their forecast in half. What are the biggest drivers against this pessimism?
Well, it doesn't surprise anyone that the World Bank is underscoring that it is surging inflation, and it's the aggressive interest rate hikes required to get it under control, cutting the GDP forecast for 2023 from, 3.4% to 1.7%, which 3.4 they saw in June. That's how quickly it seems, and how this is underscoring to a lot of global policymakers, economists, that the risks are now completely to the downside, it seems, for any kind of global growth. And you've got David Malpass, the president of the World Bank, saying today, as he presented their latest report, that the crisis is intensifying. Here's what he said. The combination of slow growth, tightening financial conditions, heavy indebtedness are likely to weaken investment and trigger corporate defaults. Now, in a lot of emerging market countries, there's already a very high debt load that people are very concerned about them repaying, particularly after the pandemic. So this is not a good investment, for a good environment, I should say, for them. And of course, there's also this concern that, it's going to be worsened by the war in Ukraine. Shows no signs of letting up, and falling investment, which are going to curb growth, and that weakening growth in the U.S., the EU, and China. The three of the most important economic blocs in the world is also weighing on the whole situation. So I think it's also interesting, though, if you go back to the annual meetings in October of the IMF and the World Bank, they both said they look at the risks to the emerging market countries, but they admit that this has to be done. Inflation has to be gotten under control, particularly in the U.S. And in terms of what happens next, David Malpass is saying, look, there's fiscal reforms we can make. There's all kinds of things we can do to help soften this and move these countries ahead. But for now, he's helping the world prepare for what could be a not so nice 2023 when it comes to the global economy.